My apologies for ruining all the beach parties everywhere to bring you this hockey update. What do you mean you guys don't care? It's July. How can you not think about hockey when it's July and it's hot out? I'm thinking about hockey because it's there. So in avoiding arbitration news, I told you guys they do not want to go to arbitration. Teams do not want to sit down and try to argue why the player isn't worth any money while he's sitting there listening to them. And the player doesn't want to argue with his boss either. They don't like it. It's not a good situation. It is behooving upon both parties to get it dealt with. Yoel Armia signs a 2-year, $5.2 million extension with Montreal, avoiding arbitration. Arturi Lehkonen, 2 years, $4.8 million in total, $2.4 million per. So for $5 million, you get Armia and Lehkonen. That's not bad. The only one left out there for Montreal is Charles Hudon. His date is August 2nd, so we'll see whether or not Montreal gets all three done. My guess is probably, although of the three, Hudon's the one that may very well find himself off the team anyways. Hudon, it kind of feels like a Goldobin situation in Vancouver where, yeah, they're qualified and they're still technically restricted free agents, but if somebody comes calling, they're probably available. Bret Leeson signed an entry-level contract with Washington. I know I don't normally report on the entry-level contracts, but this one's interesting only because this year's draft previews, some had him in the first round, some had him in the second. Either way, looks like Washington's got him signed up already, and who knows, maybe he'll push for a job in the fall. Sometimes these guys who drop a little bit in the draft or end up going somewhere that's not expected, sometimes they feel like they have to prove something, and maybe Leeson will be one of those guys. Conversation worthy is the fact that Nazem Kadri was going to be traded to Calgary, and he said no. He did not say no because he didn't want to go to the Flames. I know that's how everybody takes it, but it's not because he didn't want to go to the Flames. He wanted to stay in Toronto. So something happened between the Calgary trade he said no to and the Colorado trade he said yes to. Either it was something said by Dubas in between, or he just went, you know what, fine, I'm gone. There is something to be said for a guy who wants to stay. And while I understand some Toronto fans being okay with Kadri being gone since he gets suspended at playoff times, you're going to miss his courage in that lineup. Absolutely. So while I'm fine with Toronto beefing up their defense and making it work a little better with Barrie, they're going to miss Kadri as that number 3 center. And now he'll be the number 2 center in Colorado. And we want to talk about chips on your shoulder. Kadri may very well have one towards Toronto this year. Not that he's angry at Toronto, but more of a, I want to prove I am still capable of being second-line center. And you guys didn't really need to go out and get Tavares because you had Matthews at 1, me at 2. And you didn't really need to go out and get a brand new number 1 center. I'm going to show you guys. Might be a 30-35 goal season for Kadri. Alex Burrows, we knew he was going into the Ring of Honor for Vancouver. That will happen on December 3rd of this year. So write it down in your calendars if you're a Canucks fan. If you're not, you may not get the love fest that Canuck fans have had with Burrows for a long time. I will say this, he scored the Game 7 overtime winner against Chicago in 2011. And really, before that, he had a soft spot with us. And after that, he definitely did. I get why there's people who didn't like the way he played the game and some of the things he did, but at the same time, that's going to be a fun night. So hopefully the Canucks are a winning team at that point, and we're talking about how they're getting back to where they used to be. Rangers have signed Kako to an entry-level contract, so no versions of holdouts here. One thing that's nice about entry-level contracts, as opposed to the way things were before, draft picks had to sign entry-level deals, you don't get prospects holding out unless they're drafted by a team they don't want to play for or they have some kind of a personal beef with management there. In general, guys will sign their entry-level contracts. There are some college guys that don't end up going free agent and whatnot, but for the most part, if a guy gets drafted early, he's going to sign there. And the Rangers, they've loaded up. We'll see just how strong the Metro is this year. Everybody's talking about how great the Metro is going to be, but you know what? Until the games are played, we really don't have a clue. So there you go. Just a second news video of the day, just to kind of catch you guys up on things that happened after the video I did this morning. And there's likely going to be a lot more signings to come as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below if you're a Montreal fan. Despite the hit, swing, and a miss on the Aho offer sheet, are you excited about this upcoming year? Are you concerned? Is Bergevin back in the doghouse with Hab fans, or are they still pretty happy about the Domi deal? They're happy enough with how close they got to the playoffs that they're willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video, and hey, it's July. It's beautiful out. I'm in here doing videos because everybody needs to know what's going on in the hockey world, even when it might only be 10% of hockey fans who are really paying a whole lot of attention. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you again soon.